We all know that poverty isn't just statistics. It is a daily struggle that affects millions of people, especially in the Philippines. But before we dive into that, let's talk about poverty. Poverty, in its dictionary meaning, means that a state of being poor, a state with insufficient funds to meet the daily needs of its people. But what causes poverty? There are plenty of reasons that causes poverty in the country, but some main factors that causes them are the increasing population rate of the country and the increasing unemployment rate of the country. The next one are the economic inequality and lack of proper education for the people. But why do these problems exist? Well, we have concluded this problem exists because of poor governance or bad governance. This is where politicians or our higher ups are irresponsible and corrupt to their duties, leading the state at risk of poverty. So, having that problem concluded, we have researched 3 solutions with its pros and cons, resolving how to reduce poverty.
So the first solution we will come up with is the implementation of effective regulatory policies. This solution creates strong rules and regulation. This can help hold people accountable and make it clear of what is expected of them. Also, it prevents corrupt behavior by giving threatening penalties to those who violate the law.
However, strict rules to avoid corruption may create paperwork that slows the process, leading to a waste of resources without really correcting the problem in its efforts and good governance.
The second solution that could help alleviate poverty, according to Akihiko Nishio, is by supporting the World Bank International Association, or IDA. IDA helps countries to make sure to use money wisely and make sure that the poorest people gets help. IDA also helps the poorest countries by giving them low-interest loans and improving things like farming, education, jobs, and the environment that can reduce poverty.
Although there might be some bad effects that could happen with this solution. Countries might rely too much on their loans instead of growing their economies, and governments might not use their money properly, which can lead to debt problems.
And lastly, our third solution is through the election of great leaders. See, according to a study conducted by Deng in 2023, he has found that city secretaries with more early onset experiences with poverty were more likely to increase the incomes of poor families. And according to another study conducted by Shokoya et al. In 2020, the researchers have concluded that leaders need to have strong and corruption-free leadership and policies. To sum it up, by electing great leaders, they can provide the necessary resources and diverge it into the prevention of poverty.
However, people will become overly dependent on leaders to solve poverty, expecting them to address it single-handedly, which can create a gap in self-reliance.
With all the solutions stated and presented, together with its pros and cons, we've decided that the best solution of them all is the third solution.
Electing wisely of great leaders, as this solution allows people to think wisely who they vote for in their state to have a change. Not only will the NGO help fight against poverty, but also the leaders governing the citizen, making this the best solution for poverty reduction.